Hello, welcome. My name is Stephanie, and I will be walking you through a 60-minute restorative yoga sequence that is here to truly give you um, a cleansing of the digestive tract. So it'll move you forward into a detoxifying digestive tract, and also the sequence is here to relax your body. We will be moving through our postures, and we will be staying in them for an allotted amount of time, so this will not be a fast moving class. Some of the postures will stay in longer than the others. With restorative yoga, we do benefit from the poses because we stay in them longer, so we allow our bodies to really get into the postures and stretch and relax. And so some of the postures you'll see will stay longer simply because they're more comfortable to stay that way. But even some of them that are ones that we didn't expect to stay in that type of posture for that long, just keep in mind that we will be holding them longer than we would in a regular vinyasa flow type of class. So with that being said, I'm just getting set up here, and we will go ahead and go over the props that we will need. We have our bolster. As you can see, the bolster is bulky, and in my case, this bolster is big. Some bolsters you may have are round. You can have those around, and if they work for the posture that we're doing, then you can go ahead and use them. But I do recommend you get a bolster that is long. If you need to grab a large, thick pillow that it's not filled with down feathers, I highly recommend them. You can get the back of a couch cushion is usually pretty sturdy, but just make sure whatever you grab, as you could see, I propped it on something and it didn't really move, so you want something that's pretty sturdy. And then you're gonna grab 2 blocks, keep them nearby. You can keep them on each side of your mat. In my case, I will be keeping them on my side here. And then a blanket. You can see that this blanket is easy to move around and it's easy to fold. Just grab a blanket that you can do so. Don't grab one that's too puffy, that will not allow you to fold it in different ways. And I'm going to grab 1 extra pillow. This pillow does not have to be as sturdy as the other one. This pillow is actually going to go like under your head at times, so I'm going to keep it nearby in case I need it, because one of the postures that we will be doing for sure has a lot of props. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, and we kind of ease into our practice. So I always like to start off in an easy pose, and we move from there. And so I really do like to start a certain way and then kind of rainbow effect our way through, because this is not a very high intensity workout. We're not hitting a peak where our heart rate will be skyrocketing and then coming back down, but I do like to start class very relaxed and kind of move and flow from that point on. So go ahead and get into an easy seat. Either your legs can be crossed like mine, or you can bring 1 foot over the thigh, and you can sit comfortably like that. Make sure that your body is warm. I don't want you to be cold during practice. As you can see, I'm putting on my little booties. I make sure that they are non-slip grip, simply because obviously you do not want to slip while you're in these postures. And so make sure that you're wearing something that will not slip if you choose to wear them, or make sure that your room is warm enough. Unfortunately, I cannot warm this room up enough. So I like to be warm in my practice. I am one that even likes hot yoga, so I like to keep my body pretty warm. And so with restorative, I like to keep myself warm so I'm not layering too much during practice. But you may see me throw that blanket on here and there. So we're going to go ahead and get an easy seat, and we're going to set our intention and just focus on our breathing. So go ahead and close your eyes and inhale and exhale through your nose. Bring your hands where you're on your knees. Focusing on the breath here. Now on the next inhale, inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Feel your lungs expand. And on the exhale, let it all go through the mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Now sip up a little more air. Feel the edges of your lungs expand. And now open the mouth for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. And now open the mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale through the nose for the remainder of class. I want you to bring your one hand to your heart, one on your belly. I want you to feel yourself breathing in and out, breathing in life, breathing in love, breathing in comfort. And when you exhale, I want you to exhale negativity, resentment, fear, stress. When we're in our restorative class, I really want you to focus on the breath, and each time you exhale out, I want you to get deeper in the postures. Now we are focusing on digestion. So our intention today will be cleanse. We're going to cleanse our mind, we are going to cleanse our body, and by doing that, we are cleansing all the things that don't serve us. So in our digestive tract, we have a tendency to hold on to our stress there. So when we stress out in our mind, we actually do cause and we wreak havoc on our digestive system. So bringing that focus to our digestion, into that area of the body that really is so important for us. It's where we remove all the toxins from our body, anything that we ingest. It is through those organs that all the work is done in order for our bodies to receive nourishment. But sometimes when our stress is so high, our body isn't even pulling in the nutrients that it needs. So this practice is really about compressing that area of the body, of the organs, and promoting stimulation of those organs, promoting cleansing nature of those organs. So today it's all about cleansing the mind, cleansing the body, and really just cleansing our lives in reality. So I really want you to remember that as we move forward. And before we begin, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that our video is set to go, simply because we've had moments where this turns off. So okay, we are good to go. So what I want you to do first is, I have my little handy dandy notes here. So before we fully begin moving out of this seated posture, I want us to go ahead and reach our legs out in front of us. And I'm just doing this to warm up my legs. And we're gonna do a seated forward fold. And when we do this, I will ask that you grab your bolster. Because this is a restorative class, we use our props in this class in particular in order for us to stay comfortable in our postures and to stay in them longer so that we're not trying to get out of them sooner or find an excuse to pull out of them. So go ahead and forward fold. Your legs are extended out. And you're going to go ahead and if you want to move your bolster so that you can get a little bit deeper, you can. If you put it across your legs, then it might feel a little bit more comfortable. If you want to put it in line with your legs, you're more than welcome to do that. I feel a deeper stretch when I bring my bolster across my legs. So just so you know. And then I'm going to let my hair go forward. And I'm just going to let my forehead sit on my bolster. And I can already feel the compression in this area of my body. We're going to stay here for a few minutes. So I'm going to let you know when we are able to move out of it. Remember, we stay in these postures a little extra time than we usually would in a yin class or a vinyasa class. So we're really just trying to breathe into these postures. You're more than welcome to remove the bolster and fully fold forward if it feels good for you, if you feel like you can sustain that posture for the entire length of us holding it. One more minute in this posture. Next inhale, using your hands to come back up. Moving out the bolster to your side. We're going to go ahead and come back into easy pose. Inhale your arms up over your head. And on the exhale, I want you to bring your left hand onto your right knee and bring your right hand behind you, and you're going to go into a twist. We will not stay in this posture for 5 minutes on each side, but a couple minutes here on this side and then a couple minutes on the next. Next inhale brings your arms up to center, and on the exhale, then turning, bringing that right hand on the left knee. Your left hand is coming behind you and you're twisting. And if you're starting here and you cannot twist anymore, inhale, and on the exhale, just try to twist a little bit more, but your goal is to look behind you to get that full twist. Stimulating the spine here, twisting the torso, the abdominal areas, and twisting. So just keep that in mind, that it's a good way to stimulate the abdominal organs. Inhale your arms up over your head. And then exhale your hands by your side. What we're going to do next is go ahead and bring the right leg out. Keep the left leg in. Half dragonfly. Excuse me. If you'd like, you're welcome to bring a block on the outside of your foot. On the inside of your foot. And then bring, if you need it. If you don't bring it to the side, you won't use it. All you're going to do is bring that right arm next to your right leg on the inner portion, and then you're going to bring that left arm up and over. And this is compressing the ascending colon. It's even compressing the kidneys here. As much as we're detoxifying with digestion, meaning the digestive tract, don't forget that stimulating the kidneys also detoxifies the body, because that is the area of the body that removes the toxins from the fluids that we're ingesting. And as you move in this posture, you may feel that you almost melt into it little by little, and that's okay. That's great. Inhale back. We're not staying in that posture for too long. And then go ahead and turn to the next side. You're going to bring your left leg out and your right leg comes in. Again, if you need to use a block, please feel free to do so. You can put your hand down if that feels like that's enough of a stretch for you. I want you to make sure that you listen to where your body is today, and don't push it to the point where you're feeling pain and you cannot stay in the posture. Pushing it, your limits is okay if you're pushing it comfortably, but if it's to the point of causing pain in other areas of your body, then you're just causing yourself a bigger disservice, and we don't want you to push it to the point where you cannot come back to your mat. So bringing that left hand down, inhale that right arm up and over. Inhaling back up, you're feeling that nice stretch. That was stimulating the descending colon, which is responsible for digestion as well, but mostly for elimination from the body. So while we're going through these postures, just making sure that you are understanding why we're moving in such a way. We're going to go ahead and move forward. We're going to do one pose where we're going to get up into a dolphin pose. And we're going to stay in this posture just for a certain number of breaths. So it won't be for as long as maybe our first posture that we went into. That was a couple minutes. But we're going to go into a dolphin pose. And this inversion helps drain the toxins, any mucus that is in the lungs and the sinuses. And all of that has to do with digestion in the body. So we're going to go ahead and it's almost like we're getting into a downward facing dog. I'm going to move my hair out of the way. So I'm on my elbows. As you can see, my hands I can bring my hands together. So I'm going to interlace my hands together. And I'm going to go ahead and bring my hips up. And this is a little bit more intense of a posture. So I'm gonna release my head. I'm not gonna hold it up. I'm gonna let it go. And we're gonna breathe for 20 breaths. So inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Then go ahead and come down onto your knees. Please excuse me for 1 second. This is the joys of recording at home. So sorry for the interruption. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're getting into a fetal position, but we're gonna be putting our hands in our sides. So I'm gonna show you the full posture, and then if you need assistance, if your head doesn't get that far, I will give you props that you can use in order to do that. So go ahead and bring your hands onto your belly and then come forward. And by doing this posture, I just want you to understand that you're putting that compression on the abdomen, and so it stimulates the digestive system, those organs in your belly. And so you're going to sit down and then you're going to come forward. If not, you can bring, go ahead and bring a block in front of you, bringing your hands onto your abdomen once again. But if you feel like you're not reaching the full extent of the posture, go ahead and remove the block. And we're going to only be here for a little bit. Some of these postures we're not holding as long as others. The next inhale, begin to come up. Rise slowly. And then go ahead and we're going to get ready for a half wind removing pose, and then we're going to do a full wind removing pose to stimulate that area of the body. So we're going to come onto our backs, and we don't need any props for this. So go ahead and extend your left leg all the way out and straighten it, and then you're going to flex the foot. And then you're going to bring your right knee to your chest, but instead of coming straight back onto your rib cage, I want you to avoid the rib cage and go towards your right shoulder socket. And you're going to flex that foot as well. And once we get into the full posture, then we'll stay there for a few minutes, but we're just going to stay here for a few breaths just to stimulate that ascending colon. On the next inhale, bring all that air into your lungs, and on the exhale, use that left hand to pull your right knee across your body. Now you can use a block or a pillow under that right knee if you need to for extra support, if you need to stay in this posture. But the goal here is to keep your shoulders on the mat. The goal isn't for your knee to touch the ground. The goal here is that we're stimulating across our digestive tract. So we're stimulating that area of the organ in order to get everything moving through that area in order to detoxify the body. And so we're going to extend our arms out in front of, or out by our sides, and our gaze is going to go to the right as our leg is towards the left. We're going to stay in this posture for a few minutes. You're going to feel that stretch down the glutes as well. There are a lot of benefits to this posture with stimulating the spine and stretching out those muscles on our glutes and down our legs. And so be mindful that although we're focusing on detoxifying the body here of the digestive tract, we're actually definitely improving our entire body. We have a lot of different improvements and stimulation going on throughout the body. And the next inhale, bringing your legs back to center. And go ahead and bring both legs to your chest. And I want you to go ahead and give yourself a nice tight squeeze here. This will stimulate across the digestive tract. And then on the next exhale, bringing that right leg back down, straightening that right leg, and bringing that left leg, just like you did on the right, bringing the left leg into that that left shoulder socket. So you're avoiding the rib cage here. We'll be here for a few breaths, but the goal here is really just to stimulate that descending colon. Therefore, stimulating the area that we go into removing the toxins from our body. And next inhale, preparing, and then on the exhale, bringing that left leg across the body, using that right hand to pull that right knee, or that left knee across the body. Your gaze is to the left, excuse me. Moving my props out of the way. Like I said before, if you need a little extra to bring your knee to rest on something, feel free to do so. I'm using this hand to stay on that knee so it doesn't lift off the block. And then again, it's stimulating the abdominal area and it's stimulating that descending colon, but it's also stimulating that whole abdomen, all the abdominal organs. And so just focusing on the fact that we're trying to bring a compression in order to stimulate that area. This is a great chest opener as well. Keeping the shoulders on the mat, make sure that you continue to do that. Don't let your shoulders lift. go ahead and inhale, bring your legs back to center. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze this time. Roll yourself side to side, massaging your lower back while you're at it. And then turning to whichever side feels most comfortable for you. Coming up. And then we're going to go into a reclining hero pose. And so this is where we're going to be using a few different bolsters and pillows and such. So go ahead and bring your thickest pillow where your head would go. I'm going to put this pillow will go under my back. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a makeshift for my shoulders. Let me see if I want to position it maybe like that for my shoulders. And then what I'm going to do for comfort is put my blanket over the blocks just so they're not so tough on my shoulders. So what will happen here is that you're going to bring your legs back so your feet are next to your glutes, and you're going to begin to come back. Sometimes it's hard to move everything around when you're trying to get comfortable yourself. So the goal here is that you're completely supported. So I have support on my shoulders, on my lower back, and on my head. Now, you need to make sure that you bring everything in here so that it's comfortable on the upper portion of your body. Because everything needs to be supported, but you're bringing your chest forward. And so you're going to promote circulation not only to the lungs, but then it goes into the lower area of your rib cage. And then by getting that proper inhalation of air, you're bringing circulation to the other portions of your body. So you're going to have a little arch to your back here as well. We're going to be here for a few minutes. So go ahead and bring your hands by your side. A few more minutes in this posture, making sure that you're breathing deeply. On the next inhale, begin to blink your eyes open. You're gonna have to use your hands to push yourself up. And go ahead and remove your legs out from under you. And then go ahead and quickly, you're gonna leave everything the way it is because we're gonna go into a Shavasana that's pretty similar. So you're gonna just go ahead and extend your legs out, and you can shake them out. And then you can bring one leg over the lower and then bend that lower leg. And then you're just gonna do a quick twist because you're in that position for a bit of time. And then go ahead and bring that other leg, opposite leg, up and over, and the bottom leg bends, and you're just doing a quick twist. And in this case, I'm going to remove this blanket just so that you can see. I want you to use an extra blanket, but you can go ahead and lay back. If you have an eye pillow that you would like to put on your eyes, feel free to do so if that helps you relax even more. But the goal here is to lay back down, and of course it's a supported Shavasana. And then I want you to put a blanket on your abdomen and your thighs. My blanket's going a little bit further, and that's okay, but I really want you to just keep that area warm after we've worked it out and compressed it and stimulated it. So we're gonna be in the Shavasana for a few minutes. And we're gonna end class in a Shavasana, so I'll begin speaking towards the end. So this class has been all about detoxifying the body, stimulating the digestive tract, teaching our body how to use itself in order to stimulate proper cleansing. It's important to cleanse the body, but I would like to say that just like we started our class, it's important to cleanse our mind, letting go of things that don't serve us, letting go of the past, and letting go of our expectations of the future, and just letting ourselves be in the moment, living our lives to the fullest. It does not mean for you to not dream or look ahead with excitement and positivity. It's about putting the pressure on yourself to be somewhere by tomorrow. I really want you to focus on cleansing your body to the fullest, to the deepest portion possible, so that you can definitely feel the positivity that life can bring. With too many expectations comes a lot of negativity, so freeing your mind of that. When I am in this place and you are in this place, we are one, and I am forever grateful. Thank you so much for joining me for this amazing class today. Namaste. If you're going to get out of this posture, do so carefully. Go ahead and turn your body to the left or the right, and using the upper hand to push yourself up. If you'd like to stay in that Shavasana, feel free to do so. Thank you.